It up. And this is Coach Trifone, who brings back a Darien High win after 11 years, losing to NC, and they beat them soundly today. And how's that make you feel, Coach?
Well, I know this. The turkey's going to taste a heck of a lot better today than it did the last several years. And let me tell you this about this team. You get a team that returns, quite a few starters, a lot of expectations in the beginning of the year. A lot of injuries, especially to key players like Peter Giswaldi missed the first 5 games, along with we missed our corner and we missed Lochtefeld. You go 4-3, a lot of teams would have packed it in. Instead they come roaring back, beat Trinity in the last second, beat Bassett, and then to do this, I mean, as the kids said, it's a wildly successful season.
You're down 14-0, and then you come back. Well,
there's the character. There's the character of this team. There's no question. And it's interesting because when we went down 14-0, I was not panicked either. Not that I panicked, but I'm sure some people were like, "Oh, here we go again." It's going to be 11 or 12 in a row, whatever the heck it is. I was poised, and because I knew we had a great game plan. And I knew that there were a couple of mistakes early on, and we fixed them. We made adjustments in the first quarter. Didn't wait till half, and the rest is history.
About
2 fourth down plays.
Yeah, I mean, I was going back and forth with my offensive coordinator as to what to do on those fourth down plays, but based on the coverage that they were giving us. And of course they thought we were going to run the ball and put it up top. So, obviously in hindsight, that kind of put the game away. And that was our philosophy coming in, is that, we're the underdog every year. We're just going to go at them. And again, I'll add to that. They talk about this 11-year streak. Understanding that when I took over, the gap between Buchanan and Darien might as well have been the New York Giants and some youth football program. And, the gap was tremendous. And it took us a while to close the gap because they run, as you all know, the best program in the state, certainly top 2 or 3. So it took us a while, and then the last 2 years we had to deal with shenanigans. So here we are in the hunt finally, and then we got to deal with shenanigans. So, thank God we finally got those monkeys off our back.
How about Henry today? I mean, pretty much just putting the offense on his back. Not a whole lot going on the ground.
Henry has had a phenomenal second year. He came out of the gates a little sluggish, and he and I have talked about it. I think he put a little too much pressure on himself. As one of the premier quarterbacks, in the state, and he was, as many high school seniors are, worried about recruiting tapes, and making sure. And once we got him to relax and forget about that, he went back to the old Henry. I was very happy for him today.
How about that defensive play?
Oh yeah, that was a great play. That's Miles Ritter, a junior. They ran the option. We had worked hard against it all week. He read the pitch and took it. It was well defended outside of him, but obviously he made a big play.
That was Miles Ritter, you said that?
Miles Ritter, junior outside linebacker.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, yeah, same to you guys.
Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, thanks.
And Rob, who's this fellow next to you? Happy Thanksgiving, Maddie.
This is my youngest son, Mark.
You said offensive coordinator?
He is the offensive coordinator. I'll tell you something.
Did a good job.
Okay, he knew all week that we were going to win. We talked about it, right, Mark?
Not a question in your mind, Mark?
No question.
How about that? Did you pull the strings, Mark?
He did. He called the plays.
A big one. Fantastic. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Okay, same to you.
Bye-bye.